All right, music fans, welcome back. Harmless D here, talking about real music on the Harmless Dave channel and doing it in real time for a few real people out here, just like you and just like me. Uh, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do so. I'm rebuilding. I'm in the rebuilding process here. Going to talk about Sammy Hagar and his decision to move on from Jason Bonham, and I'll opinionate a little bit. So, again, some people won't like that, but I'm going to do it. Before I get there, White Skies and their album Black Tide. This came out a couple of years ago. And if you're a fan of Van Halen or Led Zeppelin, there are 70s and 80s references throughout this, and it's just really good. It's great music, a great singer who's got some swagger, and music from the UK. I picked this up fairly inexpensively from the record label Pride and Joy Music, and they shipped it across the pond. So, again, White Skies, really great stuff. It's called Black Tide. Go check it out. All right. So, in a new interview with Rolling Stone, Sammy Hagar gave two reasons why he decided to move forward with Kenny Aronoff and leave Jason Bonham behind. Number one, he's one of the greatest drummers on the planet. Hagar says he's been on more million-selling records than any musician in the world. And he did so well on this tour, and he plays with Joe on a full-time basis. So it almost sounds logistical. I don't know if Jason lives in the UK full time. I would think that he would have property there and a place to live here in the States because he's constantly touring with his other band, the Led Zeppelin Experience, I think it's called. And he does great in that band. And that is a cool band, by the way. And he could certainly still earn a very good living doing that. My opinion is Kenny Aronoff, I believe, is a more versatile drummer, a more interesting drummer than Jason Bonham, who kind of emulates his dad, but he's not quite as nuts. All right, if that's I don't know if that's proper terminology. His father broke a lot of rules and hit the drums very hard and did some things that a lot of other drummers uh, didn't do or haven't done since. I know a lot of people try to copy that style, but it's not as easy to do as you would think. I think Jason is close to it, and I think he tries to imitate his dad, but I think Hagar wants something else. And for whatever reason, it appears that Kenny Aronoff delivers that. He says that he and Jason are still friends, or at least Jason says that. Um, he goes on to say, keeping this best of all worlds band together is difficult when you have Jason doing his thing. You got Joe doing his thing. You got Mike and I. We need our beach time and our taco nights, Taco Tuesdays and stuff. Trying to get it together, it really helps by having Kenny's schedule be with Joe, because if Joe's available, Kenny's available. So again, sounds almost like it's logistics. Bonham said that he was a little shocked when he learned that Hagar would be replacing him with Kenny. Anyway, there are no hard feelings, as Bonham says that he still loves Hagar to bits. Bonham played with Sammy Hagar and his band for 10 years. After Bonham's departure, Kenny Aronoff made his debut with the band at the River Bend Music Center in Cincinnati back on August 27th. And as you may know, I believe they're doing a Vegas residency. And so Kenny Aronoff will be a part of that. So I think it's chemistry. I think it's work ethic for Kenny Aronoff, who seems to be ready to go at any time. And I think that's the reason. And it seems like logistics played a role in this as well. It's just easier to get everybody together with Kenny Aronoff. Personally, I think Kenny Aronoff might be a better drummer than Jason Bonham. Some people might disagree with me. I've listened to Kenny Aronoff for years. The Mellencamp stuff alone, I mean, those records are so much better because of Kenny Aronoff. Here's White Skies again. Black Tide. If you like the Sammy Hagar vibe or the Led Zeppelin vibe, this is pretty good. There's 70s and 80s stuff going on in this, and I would check it out. If you're looking for something new to listen to and you haven't heard of this before, please go check it out. All right, that's all I can ask. Again, still promoting melodic rock and other things, depending on who I'm talking about. But I figured White Skies would be a good band to talk about if I'm talking about Sammy or Jason Bonham or even Kenny Aronoff. So there you have it, folks. Again, building this platform from the ground up, rebuilding. So if you'd like to follow or subscribe, please do that. Also, there are links to Patreon and to buy me a coffee. All right. I've changed things up a little bit on those addresses. It's Harmless Dave. It's everything is Harmless Dave. It's just, I'm whitewashing everything with Harmless Dave. Because, yes, I am opinionated, but honestly, I'm fairly harmless. So please, if you can subscribe to the channel, I would appreciate that. God bless everyone. Have a safe weekend, and I will talk to you soon.